Hi class, sorry about that. That last video we had a power surge and it stopped the video, so I had to start a new video. But anyway, we were on question number 5 and it says what is required for the greenhouse sales floor, and we looked on the floor plan to find that the greenhouse area was located right in this region. So if we take a look at this greenhouse region, it's pointing to footings, it's got sections through it, but it does have a little symbol here that says 3, and it's pointing to what looks like the whole floor. So that is a little note. What that is telling me that is down here that there's plan notes. So S1.1, we would read the plan note, and it says that there's no concrete slab, prepare sub-base for pavers, top of paver, and then it gives a top of paver elevation. So the answer to the question 5 would be this right here. So question number 6 asks, what type of column is footing F5 supporting? We're going to stay right here on S1.1, which is the foundation plan, and we're going to look for footing F5. So in looking at footing F5, what you're going to notice on this plan is that some of the other footings have columns associated with them, and those columns are found in the column schedule, but footing F5 does not have any columns associated with it. However, it does have a section running through it, and it's section 14 on S3.1. So if we go down to sheet S3.1, when we're looking at 14, right here, we can see that in this section, which is footing 5, there's an 8x8 wood post. So the footing 5 is supporting an 8x8 wood post. So I'm going to go ahead and take a screen capture of that section. Now it says what kind of angle is indicated on the dock leveler pit. And when it says angle, it means angle iron. So we need to find the dock leveler pit. So we need to take a look at the floor plan to find the dock leveler. So we can see that there's a mechanical dock leveler on the floor right here. It's like on grid line 10. So this is sheet S1.1, and the dock leveler pit, you can see it right here, located on grid line 10, and it has a note pointing to it that says note 4. So I'm going to check that out to see if that's going to help me. Okay, so that says dock leveler, see architectural drawings for dimensions. So that's not exactly what I was looking for. I want to see if there's a section cutting through that. So I do see that section 9 on sheet S3.1 could provide me with more information, so I'm going to go to that drawing. So this is a section through the dock leveler pit. You can see the footing, the foundation wall, and then this is actually the pit, and then it comes up to meet the slab, so that like where the trucks would back in, and then you would put your little cart on here and get the materials off of the truck. So again, when it said what kind of angle, it means the angle iron, so you have to know how angle iron is represented, which was given in your book. So what you're actually looking for right here is this L 3x3 by 1/4. Okay, and then just make sure that you write the whole thing out here. It says with 1/2 inch diameter by 6 inch. Okay, so that's the answer for number 7. Number 8 says, what is the contractor supposed to do in relation to the dock leveler pit? So I can stay right on this section because I see a note down here that says coordinate dock leveler pit location, dimensions, and inserts with the architect and the dock leveler manufacturer. Okay, so for question number 9, we have to look at S5.1. So you can see that it says floor slab on grade shall conform to the following surface profile tolerances per ASTM. So that's the Society for Testing and Materials. But it does say that the floor flatness should be 25 for specified overall value and 18 for minimum local value. And then it gives you the levelness, 20 for specified over value and 13 for minimum local value. Again, make sure that you write it out and show the screen capture. Number 10 says, what is the specified PSI rating for concrete for exterior flat work? So I'm going to stay on this drawing, which is S5.1. I'm looking under cast in place concrete, right? And I'm looking for exterior flat work. So I find concrete for exterior flat work right here, and it says that the PSI is 4,500 PSI. Number 12 asks, where are the retaining walls located? Oh, excuse me, number 11. Okay, so what I'm going to say is on sheet S3.1, there's a retaining wall schedule, and it tells you that the retaining walls relate to section 12A, 12B, and 12B. So what I'm going to do, here's section 12A and 12B, is I want to go back to the structural plan and look for those sections. Okay, so back on S1.1, if you zoom in, you're going to see here's 12A right here. So 12A is running through the loading dock area, 12A, 12A, and then we want to look for 12B. And then we see 12B is located over here on this side of the building, which I believe is, according to our north is this way, so that would be the south side of the building. Okay, and then question 12 says, refer to section 12A/12B on sheet S3.1 to answer the following questions. And the first question is, what is the width of the footing for a 6-foot high wall? I'm on sheet S3.1. Here's the section for 12A, 12B, and you see like it has some indications here, so it's some different letters. It's telling you that there's a difference between 12A and 12B. So HW means the height of wall. So if we look for a 6-foot high wall right here, it wanted to know the width of the footing. So we're going to look for, that would be BF, would be the total width of the footing. So it looks like it's 5 foot 3 inches. It says what size rebar is required for the horizontal bars in this wall section. So we're going to take a look at the section here, and you can see the horizontal bars are located as number 5, horizontal at 12 inches on center each face. And then referring to the O bars, what is required for a 10-foot high wall? So this one, again, we're going to look at the schedule. So we see a 10-foot high wall, and then we look for the O bars, and both of these are 10-foot high walls for 12A and 12B, and the O bars are both number 5 at 9 inches on center. Alright, moving on to question number 13, it says, what section is referenced for the footing under the doorway between display atrium sales and outside sales area? Okay, so what we need to do, again, is go back and look at the floor plan, because we need to know where the display atrium sales area is and the outside sales area is. So here are the two areas, and we're looking for a doorway between those two areas. So if I zoom in, I can see that there is a door right here. It's door 114C, and that looks like it's along grid line 10. So let's go to our structural drawings and see if there's a section that cuts through that. Okay, so we've got, this is the area right here, and also I probably should have mentioned that I also looked at, this is grid line 10, but on my floor plan I looked at these grid lines here too, and it was between E and D. So this is the door opening right here. So it looks like it's section 4 on sheet S3.1. Make sure that you're using those grid lines to help you locate information. So question 14 says, what sizes are specified for the base plate and anchor bolts for column CO1? To locate column CO1, I'm going to stay on S1.1. So I see CO1 indicated here, and if I scroll down in the drawing, it says see column schedule on sheet S1.2. So I'm going to go to sheet S1.2 to the column schedule, and the base plate and anchor bolt information for column 1 are listed here. So you can see the base plate size is listed and the anchor bolts. So you would record all the information on your homework as well as the screen capture. And then number 15 says, referring to section 1 on sheet S3.1, what do the angled lines indicate? So here's section 1, S3.1, and you have to use some of your skills from way back in the class when we looked at different types of hatches. And here's the angled lines, and you can see that there is a leader line pointing to that says 12-inch CMU. Okay, so that is the end of exercise 10.2.